So hello guys, welcome to the video about mod breakdown and power surge build in Once Human. Before starting the video, this video is sponsored by nothing. Anyways, jokes apart, let's move on to the video. Before telling you my build, I will be telling you about the mods which we drop in Once Human and what kind of mods they are and what does it help you with. There are different type of modes in game like talents, precision and violent. First of all, let's begin with the violent build. Violent build are always having the crit damage, and if you are using the set of the violent mods, they are giving you the highest crit damage. And this kind of mods are used in the build for shrapnel build. Moving on to the next type of mods, which is precision. The mods which are having precision on them are having the weak spot damage, and using the build of precision mods, it's giving you the highest weak spot damage. So now moving on to the next type of mods, which are talent mods. The talent mods are the one which gives you the elemental damage like blaze, frost, shock and blast. Yeah, these four are covered in talent mods, and talent mods build is really good for the power surge as well, which we are about to talk about in the next segment right now. Let's talk about the power surge build. Yeah, so all the mods I will be using will be the talent mods, and I will tell you which guns I am using, which armor I am using, and where to farm these mods. I will put the list on the video and in the description as well. Starting with the guns. The guns I am using is SOCR Outsider, which is having the base feature of the gun with a 35% chance to take a power surge by hitting an enemy, as well as critical hits increases the chance of taking power chances by 30% more. The second gun I am using is ACS-12 Corrosion Shotgun. This weapon has 70% chance to trigger the power surge on hit, as well as power surge can deal critical hits and the crit rate is 15%, and the effect of the power surge can be stacked up to 10 times. In the headgear I am using Mayfly goggles, which decrease your range up to 25%, but your fire rate is 10% and status damage is 20%. And status damage is the power surge damage which we are having. And power surge trigger count is +1, but the power surge damage is -30. Now moving on to the other gear, I am using Shelterer set. So only 4 pieces of the Shelterer set, because only 4 items from the set gives me the effect I need. Let's talk about the effects this set is providing us. The first one is status damage reduction up to 15%, elemental damage plus 8%, and each weapon hit grants 1 stack of deviant energy, and every stack of deviant energy grants 1% elemental damage. And this effect can be stacked up to 20 times. Reloading removes half of the total stacks. Suppose you are having 20 stacked up deviant energy and you reload, so you will have 10 of the deviant energies left with you. But with the each hit, your deviant energy will keep on stacking. So it means if you are having minimum 20, you will have up to 20% elemental damage. But there is a catch. When you are using the 4th gear from the set, it increases the max deviant stack by 10. and grants 2 additional stacks when hitting a weak spot. So in total you are having 32, and after a reload you are having 16. Now there is one place left for the gear slot, and you can change it with anything you like. I am using the Stormweaver top because it gives me the rolling stamina cost minus 20%. First mode, which is Static Shock Talents. In Static Shock, you will have Power Surge stated duration for minus 50% and Power Surge damage plus 20%, which means if your Power Surge status duration is taking 30 seconds to hit on the enemy, it will take 15 seconds to hit on the enemy now. And the Power Surge damage will be 20% higher than the normal, which will give the more extra damage on the enemy. And this status is not stackable. It's permanently effective on your guns and on your character. Now let's talk about why I'm using these modes. On your screen I will show you the detailed explanation that why I'm using these modes. So first, starting with the Deviation Expert. Deviation Expert also minus your range with 25% and your fire rate is plus 10% and status damage is 20%, which means that the status damage is more increased by 20%. Then going with the Thunderclap. The Thunderclap, after triggering the Power Surge 20 times, the next hit summons Celestial Thunder shock damage of 200% PSI intensity. So suppose you are keep on hitting and you are triggering the Power Surge on each 3 bullets. So after triggering it 20 times, you will having a Celestial Thunder, which is the biggest elemental damage put it to an enemy. Next, Enduring Shield. When you are out of combat, you will gain 1 stack of the Safe Haven every 5 seconds, and it can be stacked up to 5 times. For every 5% damage received, 1 stack will be removed and you will gain 8% shield for 3 seconds. I think it's good enough for tanking. Next, going with the Dead Shot. Each critical hit by non-melee weapon grants 5% crit damage up to 45%, and the effect is removed upon the next reload. Suppose you are keep on hitting with a non-melee weapon, which is of course your gun. It grants you 5% crit damage, and if you are having the 45% of it, it can be 8 to 10% maximax. Next mode, Elemental Overload. Elemental Overload is a mode which gives you the elemental damage plus 18%, and it doesn't stacks up, it doesn't get removed, it's permanently staying with your character without any kind of issues. Even if you are hitting or not, that 18% elemental damage will always stay with you. Ferocious Charge. Killing the enemy within 10 meters grants you the melee weapon and status damage plus 20% for the 8 seconds. Suppose you are hitting an enemy non-stop and you are within 10 meters of the range. Once the enemy is killed, you will get the status damage plus 20% for 8 seconds. But one thing to make sure, when you are killing the bosses, if there is a small minion nearby you, small mobs to kill nearby you, kill the mob first, then attack the boss. It will give you the highest elemental damage. Now as our build is ready, let's move on to the gameplay and check how we are doing.
Come and fly away with me. 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 the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony. When the world is sound asleep, something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge, face a dream that's never died. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me.
So this was my power surge build, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video and learned something new. Even I am not the professional in Once Human yet, but I am still telling you guys what I know about it. And if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. But do not forget to comment about what do you think and what did I miss.
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us